Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, a series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is my Toony Terrors Evil Dead 2 Bloody Ash, or just Ash. Now this is a variant of the earlier Ash figure, which is virtually exactly the same from what I understand. But this one is covered in blood and the other one was not. Now the Toony Terrors are sort of like a 6-inch line of cartoon style horror people. I think that's the best way to put it, because it's not just like the heroes of horror, but the villains of horror as well. So these aren't as articulated as the other 6-inch or sort of 7-inch figures that have come out, and this series has a couple more. I think this is the third or fourth series of them. So there's already Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger, Ghostface, etc. I only own 3 of these so far. So I've got this Ash, I have the Creep from Creepshow, and I've got a Michael Myers as well, which you'll see in a future episode. Now the Creep one came with a base, because that actually needs a base to stand. Ash doesn't need a base to stand, but I sort of feel like NECA missed out on this, because if they all came with like a square type stand, then these cutout backdrops could be slotted into the back of those, and then you could just have like a complete array of them, which would be really, really cool. Also, maybe if they changed it from cutting it out to just, an already perforated edge thing that can just be pushed out, that might be a bit more handy. So the box itself, not too important. You get the backdrop. All of them, I believe, come with a backdrop, and they all come with this, front of house banner thing. I think you probably could put that into like a business card holder thing, like you'd see on a desk, and then you could display them like that if you want. Now, Ash himself, like I said, not highly articulated, although you can see some of the joints. Obviously, the chainsaw hand spins, so full 360. There is a joint up at his shoulder, and the other shoulder there is a small joint here that allows him to change the position of his gun, and his leg articulation is just the good old normal 5 points of articulation boot thing. I don't think the hand is articulated on this side as well, so you've got that. He's got his shotgun or his boomstick in the back, so you can actually pull that out, place it in his hand, and he holds it fairly well, fairly tight, and I think it's a fairly good representation of Bruce Campbell's face. When I spin him, you'll see that he's sort of got a kind of weird angle to the head. The head does move around in a 360, but there's no up and down or anything like that. But you can see that, they've done a good job of sort of making him look like he did in the Evil Dead, or Evil Dead Part 2, Evil Dead 2. And to a degree also what he kind of looks like in Ash vs Evil Dead. So all around, he's a pretty neat figure. I got him because they went on sale, and I thought, well, I'd like to add some sort of horror type figures, and these guys are about half the price of the more articulated NECA stuff, at least half what you pay for those, which over here is very, very much. The standard figures normally start around sort of $60-$70, and the more ultimate ones are up around sort of $100-$110, and that's why I don't have I have one, and that's Pinhead, which I haven't done a video of yet because he just looks so nice in his box, so I don't really want to take it out. But I believe that other people that display these guys have them with a Scooby-Doo line. Now I'm not really sure what the Scooby-Doo line is that they came from, but they seem to scale really well with it. So if you're into horror and collecting horror figures and you just want this sort of different style, these guys are really cool just for shelf displays and stuff. You know, unfortunately, because of the lack of articulation, they don't have a great posability or anything. But they are pretty good for what they are. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.